Tehran endures night of heavy Israel. U.S. bombing.
PM Chin highlights silver economy as new development driver.
Urgent customs support amidst escalating tensions in the Middle East.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I'm Hwang Yen, and here we go, the first half of the show. The Iranian capital has experienced one of its most intense nights of bombardment as numerous areas of the sprawling city have been hit to devastating effect.
Warplanes flew at low altitudes over Tehran overnight into Tuesday, dropping dozens of heavy explosives that shook neighborhoods across the city of more than 10 million people and frightened residents who have remained in their homes despite the danger. The World Health Organization, WHO, has urged Iranians to stay indoors, stating that the black rain following the attacks on oil facilities could cause respiratory problems. On the same day, the Israel Defense Forces, IDF, said Iran had launched approximately 300 ballistic missiles toward Israel since the conflict began. The IDF also alleged that half of those missiles were carrying cluster bombs, a type of weapon with immense destructive power.
On March 11, the North Korean Central News Agency, or KCNA, just reported that the country had conducted a test launch of strategic cruise missiles from the destroyer Cho-hyun.
The launch took place at the same time that South Korea and the United States were conducting their annual Freedom Shield military exercise, which lasted from March 9 to 11. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un observed the test firings on a remote monitoring system, emphasizing that Pyongyang is constantly developing offensive weapon systems, and this is an indispensable element for practical self-defense. Last week, North Korea also conducted a similar test launch of a strategic cruise missile from the destroyer Cho-hyun.
On the morning of March 11, the government office held an online conference on the development of the silver economy in the world and Vietnam's policy and strategy adaptation. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính just chaired the conference.
The conference serves as a forum to discuss key issues regarding the silver economy. The Prime Minister requested delegates to focus their discussions on several core areas: international experiences and how Vietnam can proactively adapt its policies and strategies, an assessment of the current implementation of the national strategy on the elderly in response to population aging, and proposals for silver economy development models suited to Vietnam's specific context. With the elderly population growing rapidly, the silver economy market is poised for a boom. The market size is projected to reach approximately $150 billion by the mid-2030s. By 2045, when the population aged 60 and over reaches about 27.5 million and GDP continues to rise, the market scale could reach $200 to $250 billion. Developing the silver economy represents a major opportunity for Vietnam's long-term growth and social security. This initiative not only enhances the quality of life for the elderly but also significantly stimulates domestic consumption.
Upcoming are some updated news.
In response to the complex developments in global oil prices, fluctuations in the VND/USD exchange rate, and existing regulations, the Ministry of Industry and Trade and the Ministry of Finance have decided on a price management plan that combines price stabilization with domestic price adjustments. The ministries continue to maintain a reasonable price gap between E5 RON92 biofuel and RON95 mineral gasoline to encourage the use of biofuels in accordance with government policy, ensuring the harmony of interests among all market participants.
Regarding the plan to organize the Kua Lo Tourism Festival 2026 under the theme, 4 Seasons of the Sea's Call, the Standing Committee of the Nagee and Provincial Party Committee has directed a focus on urban renovation and the enhancement of coastal tourism infrastructure. Emphasis is placed on building a Kua Lo tourism culture that is friendly, civilized, safe, and hospitable, alongside intensified promotion and media campaigns. In addition, the province aims to research, expand, and diversify tourism products and activities associated with unique local events. Alongside these major events, the provincial orientation includes promoting fishing village tourism and coastal road routes. Efforts will also be stepped up to develop spiritual tourism sites on Ngu Island and to strengthen connectivity between typical tourist spots and routes both within and outside the province.
As part of the 2026 Ban Flower Festival, Dien Bien Province organized a vibrant street carnival featuring nearly 3,000 participants, including artists, performers, artisans, students, art clubs, and community groups from both Vietnam and abroad. The event was elaborately staged, offering a unique cultural feast that harmoniously blended Northwest ethnic traditions with contemporary artistic flair. This created a multicolored festive tapestry, connecting tourists and locals in the jubilant atmosphere of the Bahenia season. As the first of its kind, the street carnival represents a new approach to festival organization, gradually establishing a signature cultural and tourism product for Dien Bien Province.
Tensions in the Middle East are directly impacting the global shipping and trade. Many shipping routes have been disrupted, logistic costs are soaring, and transit times are lengthening, causing difficulties for import-export enterprises. In this context, the timely implementation of support measures and the facilitation of custom clearance procedures are urgent requirements to help businesses reduce the pressure and stabilize their production and business activities. More in the story today.
Exporting to markets such as India, Bangladesh, and the Middle East, this enterprise faces sharply rising and highly volatile ocean freight rates as tensions in the Middle East escalate. Furthermore, securing vessel bookings has become increasingly difficult, with cases of cancelled shipments leading to various complications in import-export procedures.
Any delay in progress will lead to shipping lines refusing to load our cargo. We hope that the leadership, provincial departments, and especially the customs authorities will provide the necessary support to facilitate and expedite procedures for businesses.
Due to geopolitical fluctuations in the Middle East, many export businesses with markets or shipping routes through this region are facing difficulties in planning the delivery and receipt of goods. Some orders are stalled, many shipments have had their itineraries adjusted, and war-related surcharges have arisen. Therefore, support with customs clearance procedures has become necessary to help businesses proactively adjust their transportation plans and ensure timely delivery.
Exporters are also facing immense pressure regarding delivery deadlines, especially for contracts already signed with international partners. In this situation, businesses are forced to proactively adjust their shipping methods while hoping for rapid customs processing to ensure goods reach the market on time.
Due to transport volatility and changing vessel schedules, many exporters must revise customs declarations, supplement documentation, or handle emerging procedural issues. This makes the need for support, guidance, and shortened clearance times from customs authorities more urgent than ever.
For shipments that have completed customs procedures but the business is unable to export, the customs authorities will provide support and guidance to the business. For shipments currently in transit to or through conflict zones where partners refuse to receive the goods, the customs authorities will also guide businesses through the procedures to temporarily re-import goods into the domestic market or amend customs declarations to continue import-export operations.
Goods from Nigerian enterprises are currently exported to approximately 170 countries and territories, with the Middle East considered a high-potential market. Although the turnover does not yet account for a major share of the province's total annual export value of over $3.7 billion. Various products such as agricultural goods, wood chips, construction materials, and textiles have gradually penetrated this market. Amidst today's volatile trade environment, The proactivity of businesses combined with timely support from the customs sector will contribute to maintaining stable import-export operations.
The last story just ended our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.